Hi, my name is Josephine Ganner, and I am running the School of Magic this spring for 10 weeks. So, the School of Magic is an opportunity and a place for you to explore your spiritual abilities. What I am good at, is activating the spiritual abilities of others. We're talking clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance. We're talking about mediumship. We're talking about telepathy. I am taking 15 people through this journey together, and well, I have 15 spaces left, and I'm so excited to be going on the spring version of the School of Magic. I'm going to take a moment now and tune in and see what do you need to know about week 2 of the School of Magic. So I'm just going to take a moment and tune in. So, I am a spiritual channel and a clairvoyant. So, I experience your lifetimes like a movie and energy like a movie. And I've just asked for my guides to step forward, one of my guides to step forward, to specifically talk to you about what to know about week 2 of the School of Magic. So, Poseidon has stepped forward, and we'll see what he has to say. This is a 3-point activation. This is a remembering of your times in Atlantis, and this is a clearing. I'm just being shown massive amounts of water being doused over every single member of the School of Magic. So this is a cleansing. The first part of week 2 of the School of Magic is really a deep cleansing and clearing, specifically around all of the trauma from the fall of Atlantis. If you don't know about the fall of Atlantis, we can look that up or talk about it later. You'll learn more. But it's really about those blocks and traumas that you have that are preventing you from accessing your abilities. Any promises that you made to never use your magic again. Any memories that exist within the body, within the soul, within your Akashic records, your book of life. We're going to clear and release that. So it's a real cleansing. I'm just seeing massive amounts of cleansing. Everything from soul contracts to beliefs that you hold, especially from childhood, to times when you were shut down. So this is really anchoring in and activating the magic that you had in Atlantis. So Atlantis was a time when many people's abilities were online. They experienced telepathy, telekinesis, all of these things in a really normal way. And we're stepping into a period of time where these abilities are being accepted in a very normal way. This is the new world. This is the new space that we exist in. So in remembering your lifetimes in Atlantis, in remembering these latent abilities, we'll be able to tap into your specific brand of magic, your specific thing. Everybody is different. Everybody comes to this work with a different sensibility. For example, I don't feel as much, but your own unique way of seeing the world, of experiencing energy, of experiencing magic is what we are really here to tap into. And those timelines, that remembrance of Atlantis, will ensure that you can do that. What else do we need to know? I have Aphrodite that stepped forward, and I just keep getting the words, the lark sings, the lark sings. A big part of this work is the sound and frequency of nature, the sound and frequency of the earth. And bird song is coming to mind, the ability of birds to connect with each other, the ability for us to speak to nature. And a real part of activating our abilities is in reestablishing this connection to nature. We spend so much of our life on devices. We spend so much of our life disconnected. We spend so much of our life tapped into a matrix that is run by computers, that is run by AI, that is run by other systems, that is then in turn run by a group of people who are able to curate the way that we see the world. In connecting back to the earth, in connecting to nature, you are connecting to the true rhythm of you, of your intuition, of the world, of your heart, of your body, of your base chakra, your root. We really want to root you into the ground as we do this work. We really want you to reconnect to the magic that nature has for you, that it will open up for you. So during this time, We are talking about um, it is time to step into the forest, are the words that I'm getting. It is time to step into the forest to remember the I'm getting lifetimes specifically connected to the Druids, ancient lineages of humanity that practiced magic with nature, that were tapped into this earth magic. And that's really, it's interesting because the turning of the wheel has come through a lot. This, these pagan traditions, this return to the earth. So as we are connecting to each other, as we are clearing and healing, we are returning also to the pure essence of who we are. And that is a being of this earth, as connected to the earth, as an elemental of the earth. So this is going to be a really key part of this. So how is this going to show up in week 2? All of the work that we do will be anchored into the heart of the earth. Our work will become a symbiotic relationship of giving and receiving energy from the earth, from Mother Nature, from Mother Gaia. And in doing so, we will be strengthening our spiritual cord and our physical energy. There's a lot here about the physical energy being revived, because what has happened is that through the lack of sunlight and to the lack of life over winter, we have shut down. So this is really like reviving our energy. We're coming from a place of like, okay, let's disconnect from this false reality that is our phones, social media, all of that, and let's really connect into this frequency of energy that is the frequency of the earth, that is grounded, that is capable of receiving. So as we ground, we become larger vessels for being able to hold the spiritual energy, for being able to hold our gifts, for being able to advocate for our abilities, our voice, and our magic in a really grounded way. A lot of the time, the problem that occurs when we're having spiritual awakenings is you float off. You disconnect from your body. You become floaty. And the goal in the School of Magic is not for you to float away, it's for you to become sovereign, to become clear with who you are, what you stand for, your connection to yourself, your connection to God, your connection to the universe, your connection to the guides. We are creating spiritual warriors. We are creating sovereign beings that have clarity, that have intention, that know who they are, what their purpose is, and where they're going. So the ultimate spiritual gift, the ultimate spiritual tool is your discernment, is your sovereignty, and is your ability to connect with your magic in a real grounded way. So that is the goal of week 2. It is clearing, healing, remembering, and anchoring and grounding, specifically with Mother Gaia. I cannot wait to have you. We start March 25th, early bird ends March 1st. This is it. Let's do this. I just so happy. I'm so happy to be doing this again with a new group of people. I'm just so excited to call in all those souls that are ready to connect with each other, to remember each other from past lifetimes, and to really anchor into this work. So that's it. Week 2 of the School of Magic. Lots of love.